The Mullins Center. Beat the Minutemen. Massachusetts has other ideas as Owl killer Mike Williams and freshman sensation Marcus Camby plan to deliver a third straight A-10 tournament title. ESPN welcomes you to the sold-out Mullins Center on the campus of the University of Massachusetts in Amherst, where tonight the Minutemen play host to the Temple Owls in the Atlantic 10 championship game. Massachusetts, the regular season champion, advanced to tonight's game with a first-round win over St. Joseph's and a semifinal victory over Duquesne, while Temple, the second seed, beat Rutgers in the first round and held George Washington to 34 points in the semifinals. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a raucous Mullins Center. I'm Sean McDonough along with Bill Raftery. It's great to have you with us as UMass goes for an unprecedented third consecutive A-10 tournament title. They're also going to have to do something else that's unprecedented if they are to get that title tonight, and that is beat Temple for the third time this season. The Owls have been playing basketball for 98 years. They've never lost to the same team 3 times in 1 year. What do they have to do to turn it around tonight?
Well, you've been around most of those 98 years, but the key for Temple is don't let the ball come inside, Sean, and then the kick-out pass that hurt them in the last game for the open 3.
The Owls led into this one by the Atlantic 10 Conference Player of the Year, Eddie Jones.
A solid performer. I mean, they got 3 great outside players. The ability to go one-on-one, to isolate. He steals the ball. He rebounds. He does anything they need on the offensive end.
The 2 Massachusetts wins over Temple in the regular season were each by 1 point, and in both games it was Mike Williams who hit the game-winning shot in the final second.
He reminds me a little bit of yourself. Very smooth. Silk. Loves big shots. He's a clutch performer. They go to him. He seems to get himself free at the end of big games. Terrific open shooter. You've got to attack him.
UMass played all season long for this home court advantage. They have never lost here at the Mullins Center. 18-0 their record in this building. We'll have the Atlantic 10 championship right after this. Game. UMass has already won the regular season league title for the 3rd straight year. Now they're trying to win the tournament title for the 3rd consecutive season. The starting lineup for Temple, sponsored by Dollar Rent-A-Car, and we feature Rick Brunson, the point guard back in his home state. He's from Salem, Massachusetts.
Directs the attack, gets others involved, and pretty good on his own going to the goal.
For Coach John Chaney in his 22nd season as a head coach. The win over George Washington in the semifinals was his 500th career coaching victory. The starting lineup for Massachusetts, Lou Rowe might be playing with something to prove. He thought, as did many others, that perhaps he should have been the player of the year in the Atlantic 10.
He's got to attack the glass and be offensive-minded.
For Coach John Calipari, the architect of the astounding success here at UMass. Larry Lembo, Gene Manji, and Jerry Donahue are the officials. 9,500 fans on their feet at the Mullins Center. UMass in the home white controlled the tip.
Match up with Minuteman principles.
Mike Williams.
How about that? On cue, penetration, and a kick.
3-pointer right out of the gate for Williams.
UMass straight up man-to-man.
Aaron McKee. And now Jones, 21. It's basically a 3-man offense. Jones, McKee, and Brunson. Cunningham and Battie, the other starters, don't think much about offense.
And Jim Maloney was saying they need something from the inside people, just like this. Good look.
And Cunningham missed a shot. He averages fewer than 4 field goal attempts per game. Dante Bright stopped and then had it blocked out of bounds by Rick Brunson.
Terrific job the last game getting into the vice, the pinch situation, and making good decisions. They vary the attack, Sean, UMass. That's why they have success against Temple. They don't get stuck on a philosophy.
Derek Kellogg is the junior point guard for Massachusetts. He's from nearby Springfield, Mass.
They try to go inside Temple. Real good job.
15 seconds.
He does a great job, Eddie Jones, backing you down to almost a post position. He's explosive. Strong, huh?
High arcing jumper for Aaron McKee, who was the A-10 Player of the Year last season. So Temple's won that award in back-to-back campaigns.
Maybe Brunson's turn next year, Sean. Inside, see if they go out.
Lou Rowe, strong move, missed everything with the shot. Bright had it deflected, and a foul call.
Now, Lou Rowe may have been fouled, but he had a perfect kick-out pass, and that's something. And talking to Billy Bano, John Calipari, see the grab right there? He had a perfect diagonal kick-out for the open jumper. But Lou likes the TV lights, Sean. He saw you, he thought it was a Red Sox game.
Foul was on Aaron McKee. That's the first foul against either team.
I mentioned Billy Bano, the longtime assistant. He was with P.J. Carlissimo, and sources, you've heard that remark.
Yes.
In Washington in particular, say that a lot of schools are very interested in him, and John Calipari says he's deserving and has a lot to do with their success here. So wishing him well wherever he might opt.
Coach Calipari confirmed today that his top assistant Bill Bano has been contacted by a couple of schools with coaching vacancies. Rowe made 1 out of 2, and it's 4-2 UMass. We played 2 minutes. Temple won the first 21 meetings between these two schools. The rivalry started in 1982, but UMass has won the last 4, and they've also won 5 out of the last 6.
Well, this program's gotten hot the last few years. You notice how they isolate, good swipe.
And Cunningham lost it as he tried to put it on the floor. It wound up in the hands of Dana Dingle, number 3.
Now you run to get the quick one.
Kellogg missed the 3. McKee the rebound.
You better make it, though. They want to get down before that matchup gets organized.
And they settle with Brunson. Temple will run clock, and it's half-court offense.
The big guys sort of stand around. You can get them the inquire in the nose. Don't get a good look. Pretty.
Brunson, very pretty, but he had it stripped by Dante Bright, who stuck a hand in.
Now that's what hurts them. They've got to convert. They've had 2 opportunities for an easy goal.
Williams missed another 3-point try. Foul on the rebound action as Petit collided with Dingle. And it's going against Dana Dingle, his first, and the first on Massachusetts.
Anytime you get these type of opportunities, the penetrating guards, very unselfish as Brunson able to give it off. Almost 5 assists a game, but you got to knock that one down. Get it quick and finish. McKee and Williams down there, so they're teeing it up, and they got an elbow on McKee.
And that's his second. A big problem early for Temple, as the Owls are about as thin a major college basketball team as you'll see in terms of depth.
Spielberg's going to be looking out for Michael Williams. He's going to put him in a role, I think. He enticed that bow.
Chris Osmond checks in. McKee has to go to the bench with his 2 fouls. Osmond, a junior from Lilburn, Georgia. Hasn't played much this year.
Only 4 minutes a game. I recall last couple of years he saw a little more time, but you know, they played against these terrific guards. He's not a bad shooter, as I recall.
Still 4-2 Massachusetts. Look at the ball movement. Tough angle on the shot from Rowe. He was nearly behind the backboard, but he made the baseline jumper at 6-2.
Great deployment, though, huh? The reverse and the knockdown to the tight corner.
Brunson hasn't done much in the 2 games. Kellogg's done a great defensive job on Brunson, and he did there, forcing an air ball. Williams off the roll. He was fouled. Count it.
You mentioned Kellogg. If they can run the floor, it could be a tough night for John Chaney. Here's Williams, who can make the 3, so you attack him, and just finding the correct guy. And TV, Lou Rowe, able to convert.
Foul was on Jason Ivey, number 30, just into the game for Temple. One weakness for the Massachusetts team free throw shooting, 62% as a club. Rowe finished the three-point play. Mass up by 7 early.
This club has great composure, though, Sean. They keep it in the right hands. Whether this time now Brunson or Jones will touch more than any other. We're working out of their stack. Use a lot of clock. The big guys do the bumping. This is where I think he's tough, when he backs you a little bit. Tough shot.
And Jones missed the lean in, rebounded by Rowe. They had run down to 7 seconds on the shot clock when Jones forced one up.
Great point, getting it inside again.
Dana Dingle, the lefty, makes it 11-2 Massachusetts.
The last shot that Jones took, Sean, the coaches said they want to force him to the elbow where they can get help off the big people. Dingle did a nice job.
John Chaney will get the TV timeout on the next whistle, and he could use it. This crowd has been waiting for the return of the Temple Owls. It was after the last meeting between these two teams here that John Chaney went after John Calipari during the UMass coaches press conference. Much publicized episode that most fans around the country have seen on videotape. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Brunson missed it. Rowe rips down another. Chaney might not be able to wait for the TV timeout.
But T should have knocked that one down. Every time down, they've been able to move, get into an area that causes a decision.
Williams for 3. He has it back off the hands of Eddie Jones. Alley-oop! Lou Rowe the finish.
John Chaney counters with McKee coming in. They have found spots and complemented it with good ball movement.
This place is bedlam. Temple looks terribly out of sync. They've scored 2 points in 6 minutes.
This is real early, though, Sean.
15 on the shot clock. Nearly a steal by Rowe. Then Batiste threw it away.
Hold on.
Rowe!
But the Aztecs have gone cold, and Greg Brown lighting it up. A couple of big shots. New Mexico back in the lead. Back to UMass. Sean and Billy.
Thank you, Mike. Dave Bliss, the New Mexico coach, recently rewarded for the Lobos' success with a contract extension. Mass up 15-2 here. They've gone on an 11-0 run since Aaron McKee left with his second foul at the 16:52 mark. Lou Rowe, TV Lou, as he's been dubbed by Coach Raftery, pacing the Minutemen with 9 points and 3 rebounds.
You will not see a quick hitter right now. They'll use a lot of clock, get control, get composure. A Chaney trademark. Williams doing a nice job on McKee and opting to go to him a little bit. He's very good in the low box as well as outside.
Temple running the shot clock down inside 15 seconds on virtually every possession. It's at 9 as McKee pulls up. Foul on the rebound action. Jason Ivey called for the foul going over the back of Marcus Camby. 2 fouls on Ivey. So 2 on Ivey and 2 on McKee in the first 6 minutes plus.
That was a better look, though, than they've had. Good square up.
Temple style be akin over the football team that likes to keep the ball on the ground, but then when they get behind, they have to run and they have to pass rather than they're not used to doing it?
They may have to after Kellogg knocks down that 3. Now they'll stay within their philosophy. They are an excellent man-to-man team because they teach that to prepare for their zone.
Derek Kellogg's 3 has made it 18-2 UMass.
Early leads are nerve-wracking for UMass. They've got to still play. Look at this. I was wondering there. He had to get hit the way he pulled the string. Eddie's got a great release.
John Calipari, the Massachusetts coach, thinks Eddie Jones will be a lottery pick in the upcoming NBA draft, and he thinks Aaron McKee will be a mid-first round NBA selection.
And John asked us to send along their regards to Steve Fletcher, the head of their selection committee and the head of the hotel and restaurant here. Their prayers and thoughts are with him, our team, and all their families give him their best. Let's hope he's feeling well.
Eddie Jones not feeling well after missing the first. He made the second. Finally, Temple gets off 2 points. It's 18-3.
Now, Sean, being an authority at being behind most of my life, this is one, if you have a choice, you'd rather it now. And then just get yourself slowly back into the game. Don't rush into it, as you suggested. Don't change your philosophy of life, as you suggested.
Patience is a virtue in this situation, is what they say.
Stay with what got you there. Get it in the hands of the three stalwarts.
They've gone more than 6 minutes since their only field goal. And the Owls, Dingle fouled, didn't get the bounce, but he'll go to the line for 2 as he was hit hard by William Cunningham.
How about the passing, Sean, of UMass? I mean, they have found people in spots. Good motion with the ball, good cuts. They've run overloads. They've hit the 3-second lane. Here the big guy comes out, tries to go. Now, everybody matches up, but just look at this pass. Cunningham has to give it up. He had to play the baseline cutter as well. Confusion.
3 points for number 3, Dana Dingle. The foul on Cunningham was his first, the 6th on the Owls. Dingle, first cousin of Douglas Edwards, the Atlanta Hawks, former Florida State standout. They'd also make him the first cousin of Stephen Edwards at the University of Miami.
That's the way that works.
Yes, generally it does. Tough to follow those family trees sometime, but I think we got the hang of that one.
The little screen down. Not a whole lot of motion, but giving a lot of area. And the reason they only have 9 turnovers, Sean, is it's in the hands of the same 3 great performers. Not a lot of confusion, not a lot of ball movement.
Temple, whose football team was turned away by the Big East yesterday, down by 2 touchdowns and a field goal at the moment. 20-3. UMass, and they have it back after the steal.
And these aren't mistakes you usually see a Temple team have.
Temple basketball turned away by the Big East yesterday. The football team will continue on, at least for the moment.
But they're still going to be king of this league. Kings, I should say, these two right now.
Dingle short with it. McKee the rebound. It's a great break for the Atlantic 10 that Temple is staying in the basketball. They might have saved the league as we know it.
Absolutely.
Today, the Atlantic 10 extended an invitation to Xavier to join, and they expect that Xavier will accept that invitation within the next couple of days. We'll get the league back to 8 teams in the Atlantic 10.
Everything contested beautifully by UMass.
Still 20-3. Dante Bright blocked. Terrific block by Jones, but it wound up in the hands of Kellogg.
Those are those long arms that he possesses. Gets in passing lanes, helps out on the defensive end.
45th block of the year for Eddie Jones. Inside, Williams missed a short one. Bright kept it alive. Williams again.
Oh, what a release. No way they were going to block that. Extraordinary.
22-3, UMass.
Look at the help from the elbow, and then they recover. That's why the big guys have to step up a little bit.
Jones missed a 3. Rowe tipped it to Dingle, who gave it to Williams. Temple held George Washington to 10 points in the second half of their semifinal win. They have 3 points in 10 minutes here tonight, and Massachusetts has 24 points after that bucket for Dante Bright.
Sean, I've never seen a club dribble around the Temple people. Once you pass one guy, they generally close it up. Mass doing a wonderful job both with passing and dribbling.
The Temple bench looks stunned. Understandably so. Down by 3 touchdowns now.
Given a whole half to go. giving up on this one, huh?
Matee puts it in. I just think Temple is such a plodding offensive team, though. It's going to be tough for them. They're going to have to eventually come out of this approach.
I do not think so. Obati, Obata. Get the big guys involved now.
Jones rebounded the Williams miss. 9 minutes left in the first half.
It's like raiding a horse. Basketball games. You don't go panic early. Relax. You can make the other team force them into some adjustments, and hopefully the miss, you'll rebound. (24-7) Massachusetts. Kellogg doesn't shoot it much. Dingle will. Way off the mark. They're giving up certain shots right now, Temple. Stepping up, and the heat lessens a little bit for the Owls. Look at Lou Rose zoning up down there. I mean, they really don't respect the offensive ability of the big people. Always looking to assist. Look at Bright not even watching Petit.
8 on the shot clock. Tough shot for Brunson. Another air ball with Kellogg right in his face. The Massachusetts coaches broke down the films of the 2 regular season games against Temple. They said Brunson had 3 field goals, all of them layups. Beyond that, he was 0 for 16 with Kellogg guarding him in the 2 games.
Well, one thing about Kellogg, he has a lot of varieties. Not a good cross-court look there. I mean, he just hustles, digs, jabs, plays passing lanes, and is a gutty kid.
A big 3 for McKee. You're absolutely right, Bill. Temple can get right back into this game, no problem. They've scored now 7 unanswered points.
Well, it's not like baseball when it's 8-zip.
Well, I was agreeing with you the whole time. You just must have been misunderstanding what I was saying.
They're too good. And UMass gave them a jolt early.
You'd still take Mass's position right now.
Points. Now, that's a rebound that they should have had.
But Dingle got it for 2.
And a St. Raymond's.
He has 6. And the lead back to 16, under 7 minutes left in the first half. Obviously, both of these teams will be going to the NCAA tournament. Massachusetts ranked 9th in the nation this week, Temple 12th. McKee adjusted the shot as he was fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Think Marcus Camby's rested?
Been on the bench a long time.
Think about it. Oh. And the master there, he will get after his guys. He knows psychologically he's got to get their attention, get a little emotion involved, and always at the defensive end. Do you notice?
Interesting, the crowd reaction. Really very little crowd reaction when Coach Chaney took the floor here tonight. Coach Calipari had been public in asking the Massachusetts fans to be classy in their demeanor tonight and not respond to the unpleasantries that took place the last time Temple played in this building.
Well, you were the center of attention, though, at the same time that John walked in.
Was that it?
Directed a look or gaze at you.
Well, that explains it.
And John gets the free timeout with all 4 guys. Generally, he'll take them away from the foul line, let McKee shoot without his partners.
Foul was on Bright. His second. 26-12, back after this.
Announcing the biggest advance in Quaker State history. It's Quaker State's new advanced high-tech formula motor oil. It gives your engine
In the Great Midwest, the 4th seed, the home team, Cincinnati, off to a slow start, but Darnell Burden has it knocked away. Coming back the other way, Damon Flint. Everybody leaves him, says, oh, I'll shoot it and hit it. Cincy back in the game, leading by 6. Back to the basketball odd couple in Amherst.
I guess we should take that as a compliment, Michael. Thank you very much. This is just the 4th time in the 18-year history of the Atlantic 10 tournament that the #1 seed has met the #2 seed in the final. And in the 3 previous encounters between 1 and 2 in the title game, the top seed has won every time. The top seed this time around is Massachusetts.
And they were mentally and physically ready to perform out of the gate.
This is Edgar Padilla, #12, with the ball, freshman from Springfield, Massachusetts. In for the first time. Marcus Camby has returned.
And folks, he is a good one. Nice play by McKay. You don't want to foul now. Good job. The defense, that's what they built their reputation on. Creating problems that time. A hand in the passing lane.
Temple chipping away. It's 26-14. The largest lead was 24-3, so it was a 21-point edge. Is all of a sudden 12. Temple on a 11-2 run, as Coach Rafter predicted they would be.
Getting back to overloads, cross courts. Got a turn, nice look.
Camby made the short one. Ted Cottrell almost went up and was guilty of basket interference, but he showed restraint. The bucket is good. 5.5 minutes left in the first half.
Everybody looking to assist. Kellogg with a tough match physically. Undeterred, though.
Jones, the smooth pull-up.
Well, that Jones is tough to keep up with.
Eddie Jones coming into tonight, 1,413 career points, 536 rebounds, 192 steals, 135 assists, 105 block shots.
You notice all of the hands now in the passing lanes are getting tougher.
Timeout. We'll return to the Atlantic 10 championship game in just a moment.
CarStar is the name to remember when you
decisive on the defensive end. As the ball gets into the post area, everybody's got a man, but then all of a sudden you'll see the gamble from the rear, leaving Camby open to go to the goal. Now, that's not Temple-style defense, but even at that, the key all the way over to support. They're endless. That was Jones, excuse me, over to help out.
A 21-point UMass lead down to 12. 5 minutes left in the first half. Dante Bright had it rattle out, and Temple has a chance to get it down to 10 with a 2. Better than that with a 3-pointer. They'll have to wait as Mike Williams is injured behind the play.
Now this is a concern because if you recall, Michael had a little trouble early in the year, and he was checked out for every possible difficulty to ensure his health.
If the folks don't remember, during the game at Cincinnati, and it was a frightening moment, as you can well understand. He was helped off the floor, missed 3 games while all of those tests were conducted, and he was cleared to return and play.
He's saying he's okay. They're going to put him right back in.
And the crowd cheers as he returns to the scorer's table.
And we both feel real good, too.
Yes, we do. Key. Guarded by Kellogg. He was double-teamed. Count it! Dante Bright came out with a double team and committed the foul, and that's his 3rd. McKee has made it a 10-point game with a chance to get it down into single digits.
That's exactly what UMass wanted. All the preparation was to come up and help at the elbow, but you don't want to foul. Look at this touch. Just enough follow-through to knock it down. They're going to drive the man towards the elbow. That's the foul line right in this area. We used to say foul line extended. Now it's the elbow. Get a little Irish statement in there. And unfortunately for UMass, the reach down.
McKee at the line. And he converts the three-point opportunity. 14 points for McKee. He has 14 of the 19 Owl points.
Oh, the gamble again.
And Canby missed the dunk. Temple down by 9 with a chance to draw nearer.
Turn and go.
Batee way off with the shot on the floor. It was picked up by Kellogg. Williams lays it in.
That's why Kellogg is a solid playmaker. He doesn't do anything he can't do. Now, the problem at the other end, and this is where John Chaney has the dilemma, why not let your three mainstays have it if you're going to get that kind of result when the big guys turn and shoot?
Right. They really did force it into Batee that time, and he forced up a shot. Back to McKee. He had it swatted by Williams. Race for the ball. Rowe and McKee. Controlled by McKee. And fouled by Williams.
And he may be hurt, but that's a good foul. It was 5 against 3, and he looked like he got one of those hip pointers. He's got a very rough beginning.
Timeout with 3:37 left in the first half. Massachusetts leads by 11.
An official timeout.
Behind every new Mazda truck is an unsurpassed 50,000-mile, 3-year basic warranty.
Game where Massachusetts has an 11-point lead.
Well, Temple's always played great zone, and Digger down at Temple, or Penn as an assistant, had Bilski and Wall, and they would have given anything to get a fast break opportunity. You can see the breakdown. Temple generally balances the floor, gets in position to make you pry, and a lot of breakdowns, so we'll check and see if Digger dissects properly.
Yes, he'll be dissecting at halftime. And they'll have tournament updates. Will Mike and Digger bring you up to date with what's going on in the Big East, the SEC, and the Great Midwest. Brunson guarded tightly again by Kellogg.
The magic number right now for Temple. Make one, it's 9. The mental processes take over.
Jones guarded by Dingle. Didn't get the bounce. Roll the rebound.
Kellogg playing off the ball now. Really worked hard at being a three-point shooter.
Lou Rose wearing a T-shirt at the shoot-around today that said, "The brawl for it all." Temple versus UMass in the A-10 championship game.
Look at it. He starts making that shot as they get the little elbow knock. They play together in the Sunny Hill League at McGonigal Hall, so they did a little taunting, a little chatting down in Philadelphia.
First foul on Eddie Jones, and Lou Rowe is at the line. First team all-conference selection for the second straight year was Lou Rowe. And no surprise that he's at the line. He attempted 298 free throws this year, a school record. Also made 195 the school-wide. Lead back to 13 for Massachusetts. Under 3 minutes to be played in the first half.
Get it right back. Eddie Jones was open for a minute. Strictly McKee this play.
Canby with his long arms guarding McKee, who pulled away, got himself free, and scored. He has 16 of the 21 Temple points.
McKee King that far away from the goal on Canby.
Williams, the baseline drive. He hit the deck, and it wound up in the hands of William Cunningham. McKee had it blocked by Canby just as he started to go up with it.
That's number 100, right?
If they count that as a block, it would be the 100th block of his freshman year for Canby. Kellogg. Rebounded by Dingle. And he lost it out of bounds.
That was the one concern. Can Lou Rowe attack the glass? And talking to Jim Maloney, now they let Dingle in there, who did turn it over. They've got to do a better job checking out. This is a great offensive rebounding team.
Temple with the ball down by 11. Rowe shut off McKee. He pulled up and missed it. Jones the offensive rebound. Blocked by Canby. That's number 100. They didn't count the other one as a block. That one is, and he's only the 4th freshman in college basketball history to block 100 shots. The other 3 guys named Sean Bradley, Alonzo Mourning, and Shaquille O'Neal.
There's Shaq. I say he's got 100 and a half. See, they forced the decision. They got you running across the floor.
Williams drives home a 3.
That's excellent offensive basketball against a very tough matchup. McKee's hurting, too. I don't know. He must have taken a shot.
Under a minute of the first half, Temple got it down to 9. The lead back to 14, and the crowd's back into it.
And check the zone in the middle of the lane. Canby and Rowe looking, paying attention to business. Help when necessary.
Brunson for 3.
What a check out on Eddie Jones.
By Dana Dingle. They can hold for the last shot. Actually, no, they can't. Yes, they have. They just now turned the shot clock off. For the very least, Massachusetts will head to the locker room, barring a steal by Jones, up by 14. Could be better than that. Canby, way off. Jones really has to hurry. From beyond midcourt, short. The first half controlled by Massachusetts. At the break, they lead 35-21. Now the Reebok halftime report with Mike and Digger. Gentlemen.
Okay, Sean, so Temple had it in single digits briefly, but UMass the big run to start, leading by 14. We
Here they got on one side, they got somebody on the baseline. One guy now trying to make a decision as to who to play. And now as Canby rolls the post, you can see the back line trying to react to help out. And what you're going to see is the ability to find holes as they try and communicate the step up in the rear, the extra pass and the knockdown shot, just gorgeous basketball. And defensively, the ability to trap. They didn't do this too much, but they attacked. And as we get it in here, we got the step up and then causing some chaos and the eventual turnover. So Temple has to get back to basics, and this is a strong AC roll of the dice by Lewis Rowe.
Massachusetts outshot Temple and out-rebounded the Owls as well, particularly on the offensive end, where the advantage was 6-1. Temple ball to begin the second half. They have a lot of work to do.
UMass straight up, man-to-man with the zoning principles in the back.
I was waiting for that.
That utterance.
Now, for those who follow the Bill Rafteryisms around the country, there are many. The second half man-to-man is optional and not delivered with quite the same vigor. McKee drives one in. He has been Temple tonight. 19 of the 24 Temple points belong to Aaron McKee.
And wouldn't you think John Chaney would address their philosophy on the defensive end at halftime?
Yes.
Get in position, talk to one another, help, and obviously attack the glass.
Even though Massachusetts won both regular season meetings, the Minutemen were held in the 50s by the Owls in both games. They're on a pace to do a lot better than that tonight. The Temple defense, ordinarily one of the best in the country, as a matter of fact, second in the country in scoring defense coming in, hasn't been effective to this point tonight. Kellogg just missed a three.
And big-time rebound by McKee.
McKee missed a three. And Ivy kept it alive for Temple. Jones stepped inside the line, missed a high arcing jumper. It wound up back with Brunson. Jones for three.
Don't give him too many looks, Sean. I mean, he did not shoot well. He 0 for 4. Brunson 1 for 5. From Eddie Jones, they get going. They can carry this club.
Temple has scored the first 6 points of the second half. The lead down to 8.
Spacing you out a little better this trip. Keeping the ball away from the threatening position.
Bad pass by Rowe. Brunson. Jones the finish.
Good fan dribble, set it up, and poise. Sense of what to do and when to do it.
8 straight points out of the locker room for Temple. They're back within 6.
So you're really giving all of this?
When they step it up, and John Chaney has some of the same principles. They force you out, they help assist one another, and John's statement of speed kills comes into focus right here. There's nothing, fan dribble, let it develop. Don't charge, don't force it. If it's there, take advantage. And great play by Rich Brunson.
Temple within 6. The last time they were this close was when it was 6-2 with 16:25 left in the first half. Then it went to 9-2 on a three-pointer.
I thought you were going to say when it was at McGonigal.
Bright had it rejected by Jones. Bright got it back. T got a hand on the rebound, couldn't corral it.
Squeeze it. My mother would let me go shopping if I fumbled those oranges and apples like that. Come on, Derek, grab hold. He's built a dynasty. He is hot. He's a little bit like you when it comes to career options. Calipari.
Rumored to be the leading candidate for the Pittsburgh job is John Calipari. He says repeatedly he is not interested.
He's a great dancer, too. How he copes with statements like that.
Yes.
The little kick, they reset. But why why not? They should be interested.
You know, Bill, in the 2 regular season games plus the first half tonight, Temple had only 3 3-point field goals total against UMass. They've had 2 already in the first 3 minutes of the second half.
Look at the attack, though. Great defensive hustle. They're unhappy with the reach-in. And he's an unhappy guy, but emotionally, he's exhibiting what they lacked in the first half. Get after it. You can see set up, face the guy, assist your partner, be in position as the 3rd man, as Petit was. And the back guys have a lot of work to do, and Derek Petit has been extremely sound.
John Cheney went a little Petit after the last call, the second against Brunson.
The nice thing about going Petit in college is you don't get a fine.
The steal by Jones. Brunson gave it up. McKee, terrible foul by Williams. A push in the back. He should have just let him alone. Instead, he shoved him. And McKee will have a chance for a 3-point play.
That's a macho foul, Sean. It's one of those, you're a little upset. You should just step away. But Rich Brunson, feeling Dingle was going to go after him, I thought he should have taken it himself, but they get away with it. And as you mentioned, it's just a slight, small change, nickel dime, but nevertheless, not a real heady one.
No. Right in front of Larry Lembo. So Temple at one point in the first half was down 24-3. Now they're down 35-32 with 16:41 remaining.
And now you've got what you expected.
Yes. There's 2 one-point games in the regular season, both won in the final 10 seconds by Massachusetts.
Padilla has to be sound. He's had a real nice year playing alongside or without Barry Kellogg.
Big 3 to quiet the Temple run by Mike Williams.
I guess he can shove people when he can knock them down like that. That pulls the zone out and should open up some inside passing lanes.
Six-point lead for UMass. We've played 4 minutes of the second half. Jones open for 3. Long, Padilla the rebound. He pushes.
He took Camby's cutting lane away.
Padilla running the point with Kellogg on the bench. Williams, another 3.
He is a gutsy kid. He's like a Lee Trevino. He'll go play golf without any money in his pocket. Belief in yourself.
McKee. It rattles out to Rowe. UMass has scored 6 unanswered points. Williams on fire. Off the mark that time. Jones has a man ahead of the field. It's McKee. Good catch and score by Aaron McKee.
Excellent look, too, knowing he could leap and catch it. Eddie Jones on the money with the pass.
24 points for McKee. He averages 18.2 per game. Massachusetts by 7.
They get a passing lanes.
Camby down the lane was fouled. Did they call it an offensive foul? Yes, they did.
Actually, the one dribble, he had a good look to the wing. Two pretty excitable guys.
Yes. And sometimes in the presence of each other.
Jason's going to have to look the other way. Learn to, anyhow.
Foul on Camby was his first, and the second called against Massachusetts in this half. It's been a foul-free game for the most part. Temple's been called for only 1 team foul this half.
Nice look.
Petit.
Just can't get the quick knockdown by the big guys.
7 on the shot clock. Brunson off the mark again. Tipped in. I believe it was Eddie Jones.
Nice call, Sean.
He has 10. The lead is 5. Williams trying to make it 8. And it pops over the backboard.
Lewis Rowe had a perfect pass opposite from the low box. Didn't read it, and it cost him. But again, the defense does surround you, inhibit your sight line.
Padilla, the steal. McKee telegraphed the pass. Padilla lays it in. His first bucket of the night.
You're a seer. Your comment on what they play for in the tournament. This is an unbelievable advantage right here in the Mullen Center.
Tremendous atmosphere in this building. Canby the block. Jones got it back. Padilla the strip. Two big plays and two defensive sequences for Padilla. Williams down the lane.
You talk about inside defense. You mentioned Bradley, Morney, the Shack, leading. He'll be the leading assist man before his career is over, just on blocks leading to goals, and the poise of the gunslinger, Michael Williams.
It has been a game of runs. UMass started the game 24-3, then you saw the ping pong that they've played since. Williams has 19 points. The foul on Jason Ivey, his third. All of a sudden, the lead's back to 10 for the Minutemen. That's an apt nickname because that's about all they need to go on a spurt and pull away.
And Temple's had to struggle on the offensive end. A lot of shading towards the ball. To the assistants, what a tough shot.
Ivey, the offensive rebound. He clanged it off the iron. Temple ball. Good call by Gene Mungie.
That's a shame for Jason Ivey because he gets free in the post. He works the glass. Just not a confident stroker.
Brunson wide open. He's got a tough shooting night, and that continues. Out of bounds off McKee. The Minutemen will inbound. John Chaney, 62 years old. He's had 17 of his 22 teams win at least 20 games.
And seldom does he holler about the offense. It's generally the defense. Did you see the article in Sports Illustrated?
Yes.
The Whittler? Phenomenal insight into his life and times and struggles.
Two fouls now on Eddie Jones. 12:15 remaining here in Amherst, Massachusetts. It's the Atlantic 10 championship game. UMass with a 10-point lead over Temple.
Mass continues to throw a variety of looks. It's so important. Here's an overload. Flashing the post. See Bright hiding baseline. And they get the old small change on Derek Petit. And that kind of call will drive Derek Petit.
It'll take us to a break, and we'll be back in just a moment.
For years, I never even thought about it.
Sean.
Thank you, Mike. It's a 10-point lead for Massachusetts. ESPN brings you both the men's and women's tournament selection specials this Sunday. The women's field displayed at 12:30 Eastern Time, and at 6:30, John Saunders, Dick Vitale, and Digger Phelps analyze the men's brackets. That's all on Selection Sunday on ESPN.
Only John can cope. He can handle it. Good job driving, causing the pinch. Nice play.
Indeed, a great pass to Dante Bright for the easy 2. 5 points for the sophomore from Baltimore out of Dunbar High School, where he was a first-team All-American as a senior. His team was ranked #1 in the nation. Dunbar 29-0 that year.
What guys do off a timeout tells you what the coach is capable of. And Calamati had the drive in the gap.
McKee for 3. 27 for Aaron McKee. Amherst, Massachusetts is the only Atlantic 10 stop where McKee and Jones, the 2 Temple seniors, have never won a game.
The Schneid, huh?
Yep, and McKee is almost single-handedly trying to ensure a Temple victory here tonight. They're still down by 9 as we approach the midpoint of the second half.
Again, same play, same result. This time, Dingle.
He has 8.
Drive, draw those people. Create a decision.
Brunson with Jones, McKee, Ivy, and Battie on the floor for Temple. McKee, another 3. He has 30.
It's so hard to help that distance from the basket. They're getting room on the baseline. Nice play by McKee here with the quick hands.
Has Brunson with him. Goes to Jones instead for the finger roll.
That's a major league handle. Avoid the traffic, find your partner, and E.J. with the dart.
We mentioned the T-shirts selling fast on campus today. The brawl for it all, and these 2 teams are like a couple of boxers throwing punch after punch at each other, and each answering the others with a blow more severe than that they receive. Brunson's 0 for 7 from the floor tonight.
Nice working with Don Dunphy, too.
He might be the only guy left you haven't worked with.
I've worked with his son.
That's true. UMass with the ball at a 6-point lead, 9:20 remaining.
Showing that number 50 with 9 to go, and the steps here would indicate Mass type of philosophy winning out. But Temple ever so close to regaining maybe in the next 9 minutes control of the game, the pace, what they want done defensively, dictating policy.
3 straight turnovers on 3 possessions for UMass, so Coach Calipari goes back to Derek Kellogg at the point. Starting 5 on the floor, with the exception of Dante Bright.
Nice little staggered screen on Diggin. You can't help unless they go to the middle. See, now this is all individual. Big rebound. Who else? The heart of this club.
Among the trees for the rebound after the Jones miss. That's an NBA 3.
Put back. Can be, can do.
Only 4 for Marcus Camby. But most of the judges awarded style points on that follow.
And Williams with a soft touch for that to be attackable. That was a deep stroke.
Temple down 8. McKee wants it and gets it and has 32.
Just so cool, aren't they, under pressure?
The lob. Marcus Camby from Kellogg.
Oh, that'll give you a smile in the morning. Kellogg to Camby for a pleasant good night.
McKee with the ball. He's 3 points away from his career high of 35 points. Jones off the mark. Camby. 7.5 minutes remaining in the Atlantic 10 championship game. Coach Calipari calls a play.
And Camby, I think he's still suffering from the flu problems. He just made the signal to the bench that he's a little bit tired. I guess if you go up that high, the rarefied air.
Dingle bounced it off a foot, but a foul is called as Dingle was driving. It's called on Derek Batty, and that is his second. We'll return to the Atlantic 10 championship game after this on ESPN. The lines takes a look at sports gambling from the $5 office pool to the court. Rowe, Canby, and Bright, the front line for the Minutemen.
That timeout gave a chance to rest Marcus Camby. And with him high, it lets Lou roam low.
Padilla.
Got it in, and then step in. Good response.
4 points for the freshman from Springfield, Massachusetts. He played his senior year of high school basketball back in his native Puerto Rico after playing 3 years at Springfield Central. Kellogg the steal.
Oh, nobody wanted it. You got it. No. And just not a good pass out by half court, and Kellogg ever alert.
You wonder how much McKee has left as he has carried the Owls on his back tonight. All of a sudden, the lead is back up to 12 with 6:15 remaining.
And you got to feel like you got the Rat Pack playing it with Kellogg. Gives you a little bit of everything. Legs, bumps, and they get the help from Rowe.
Oh, late whistle. Rowe apparently got a piece of the arm of Aaron McKee. Just the first foul on Lou Rowe.
What a nice job by Lou Rowe. Generally, the assistance is about the foul area. He came all the way off again, exhibiting their lack of respect for the inside people of the Owls.
Just the third team foul called against the Minutemen here in the second half. And McKee is at the line. His 32 points tonight, the most ever scored in his 2-year-old building, the Mullins Center. Previous high 27 by Lou Rowe and Steve Worthy of Rutgers. Still at 32.
A lot of other clubs would have been rattled early and could have packed the tack, but Cheney's guys and his confidence in them got them back in this thing. But now the little things have to shape up. The free throws, the good trips, solid defense, must rebound, don't give second chances, and keep the ball on the low post. That seems what UMass has been effective doing of late.
Certainly, Temple needs some offense from Rick Brunson.
Did you see the flash on Rowe? They opt for Camby, but Rowe was wide open a moment earlier.
They went for the lob. Padilla couldn't connect. 3-point try. Jones, nothing but net.
A simple little pick, and they slid. I don't think you can slide McKee or Jones. Got to go over the top.
McKee is 33. Jones has 15. They've combined for 48 of the 50 Temple points.
So they work the high post and then get a cutter so the back guys have to help.
Tough break for Temple. Jones had the steal, but he kicked it in the process, so UMass gets a fresh 35 seconds on the shot clock with 5:14 left in regulation. UMass leading by 8. David Dingle returns for Dante Bright.
I'm sorry, Sean. I'm just saying you've got to force the back guy to come up and then to look for cutters and high baseline. And on all these different sets, here's the pop out by Camby. Now, Ivy goes back to look to help somebody. There's the flash. He's got to play him. The roll guy. Good
Held
job.
ball. Jones stepped in.
All of this is on one trip, incidentally. You've got to communicate defensively to handle it. You can see John, the energy, trying to coerce his guys into cutting the flash post off.
15 on the shot clock. 10 to shoot for UMass. 4:45 left in regulation. And finally, they turn it over. It was deflected into the hands of Fatigue.
Jones and McKee. And then they got the push as Dana Dingle just holds on to Eddie. Well, that's a resourceful way of controlling him.
Jones or McKee. That's why they pay you the big bucks. They have 48 out of the 50 points. It was a pretty safe bet.
I was really trying to tell Rich Brunson
who to send it to.
And they're using them off the bumps.
Well, if he hasn't figured that out by now himself, he probably never will.
And they paid for me to get here, right? To make that statement. Oh, walk.
Jones from an air ball. The Terry blocked.
Quick enough on the release. Got to go up strong in one motion.
Lou Rowe with the rejection. John Chaney calls a timeout. We'll be back in just a moment. Thank you, Mike. Here it's Massachusetts by 8. At one point, UMass led 24-3, but Aaron McKee has almost single-handedly carried Temple back into the game. UMass holding off the Owls because of their 63% from the floor in this half. They've been paced by Michael Williams, 19 points for them, for the field goals, 3-point field goals.
And for the first time, the full court pressure that last time out. Mass breaks it down, see if they go and attack. John Chaney wanted the timeout. The assistants weren't sure with the 18 seconds left. But if he doesn't have a good defensive stop and a score, that later timeout might cost him the game. At 8, they get a 2 or a 3, it could be over.
That's a good point. They were 18 seconds away with the Owls from the free TV timeout, but they used one. Now they have 1 left. 10 on the shot clock for the Minutemen. Long 3 for Williams.
Big rebound, and that's where he is so tough. Lou Rowe and Jones with the tag.
And that's the 7th team foul against Temple, so it'll be a 1-and-1 opportunity. 3 fouls on Eddie Jones. 3 glum faces on the Temple coaching staff.
How about Lou Rowe? A little Dennis Rodman in him. I mean, going after those errant tosses. Of course, his hair looks a little more subdued.
Yes, in fairness to Lou, I think he's a bit more stable personality.
Nice trap, and they call a timeout.
Each team has 1 timeout remaining. 3:37 left in the Atlantic 10 championship game. We'll return to Amherst right after this.
We offer something no full
Temple will be at the limit with the next team foul. UMass has only committed 4. The arrow favors Temple. With the sellout here tonight, the Atlantic 10 tournament this year has drawn more than 39,000 fans, and that is the highest total attendance for the A10 tournament in 14 years. And congratulations to outgoing Commissioner Ron Berdovich and his staff.
A lame duck commissioner, I might add.
Yes.
Of course, he has a career. This is an enviable commissioner's job, though. It's alive and well. And with the new link up with the Big East, they've got stability here as well.
Oh, Howard in for 2.
Good control. The cuts, and then the ball responding with the cut have been extraordinary.
Well, there's 13 points. 9 of those were in the first 6 minutes and 15 seconds of the game.
And Michael Williams got to force him to the middle. Now look at Lou Rowe back there. Lou's like a waiter that's looking for that tip.
Now Couple of juggles, and Temple down 10 with under 3 minutes left is down to 7 seconds on the shot clock. And then Jones lost the handle, hit the floor to get it back. Held ball, the arrow points to Temple.
And what a break with one.
Marcus Camby leads.
They only got the 1 second. I'm saying break.
With the held ball,
Yeah.
the clock does not reset. They don't penalize the defense this year, so they need basically a lob or a catch and immediate shot. They get it from Ivy. Rowe had a finger on the rebound. He tipped it to Williams, who was quickly fouled by McKee, his third. And some serious trash talk between McKee and Williams.
And wisely, some cooler heads prevail as Dante Bright, Derek Kellogg, and Michael, what makes him a great player also can cause some problems for him and his team. That push, that inner urge, that wanting to get over the top.
One-and-one opportunity for Williams. 63% free throw shooter. Missed the front end. Rebounded by Jones. Now Temple has to hurry. They ran the clock all the way down to 1 second. They're down 10, under 2.5 minutes remaining.
See, now the individual breakdown can be identified a lot easier. That's a tough shot.
It rattled out as McKee went for 3 more. Kellogg has had some big rebounds here in the second half.
And John Calipari put the policeman's stop up. And Kellogg responds.
UMass perhaps 204 away from its unprecedented 3rd straight Atlantic 10 tournament title. 4 fouls now on Eddie Jones. You have to appreciate how bad the UMass program was before John Calipari got here to appreciate what he's done. They had 10 consecutive losing seasons before he arrived. In the decade of the 80s, this program only won 84 games. Here in the 90s already, they've won 116.
Here's an Italian guy that can get a building named after an Irish guy. And you know how tough it is to get a buck out of them. Built on campus. That's how powerful he is. Of course, the Irish do have something to say about politics in the state of Massachusetts, I guess.
They do. And that makes it even more of a miracle that a building got built in this state. As folks who have followed the chronicles of the new Boston Garden over the years are well aware. Under 2 minutes to go. Temple's in big trouble. Brunson hasn't hit all night, and finally, he connects his first points of the night from 3-point range. Massachusetts by 9. Rowe had it kicked around. Petit has it. Brunson. Battle for the rebound. Rowe scoops it off the floor. And is fouled. Ivy and Petit were there.
Well, that was a good opportunity for Temple. Get it to 56, down 6. And even the weak side rebound was not gathered and put back up. Watch how soft this comes off. Good position, keeping the defender in, but not the explosion up. So necessary. As Jason Ivey just a little tardy. Got to elevate.
Rowe at the line. Crowd cheering 3 in a row.
John Calipari not wanting to rub it in.
He asked the crowd to pipe down.
I'm checking out his staff over there. Flint, Bano, Rowick, they're all in unison. Of course, everybody's up in your head by 10.
And now by 11. A minute and a half remaining.
And you don't want to foul if you're UMass. And obviously, they need the deep one quickly.
McKee missed a 3. Petit kept it alive. Jones tries a 3 and got it.
Take their last one?
They did. Even though They wasted one earlier, and that could come back to haunt them. They're down by 8. Back in a moment.
We offer something no full-size pickup ever.
The bang in the bucket, and Mississippi State is taking the lead by 5. Sean.
Thanks, Mike. Minute 18 left here in Amherst. The homestanding Minutemen lead by 8, and that sign is indeed correct. Gary Miller and Dan Patrick standing by with SportsCenter. The lineup that they listed was a little off. Gary and Dan will have Sonics Rockets highlights, tournament updates, and they'll tell you about John Daly's return to action on the PGA Tour this weekend.
Great to see him back out there. For those who love golf, he brings out the crowds. Ivy with the giveaway at half court. Healthy and able to perform. Looking for a big year from John Daly.
You are. 4 fouls now on Jason Ivey. 10 team fouls on Temple, so each foul by Temple the rest of the way will result in 2 free throws for the Minutemen.
Now, reflecting back to your comments 2 hours ago.
Yes.
That big lead by Mass, the good burst early. The one thing it does is you dissipate energy getting back in. The psyche is sometimes wounded. I thought Temple coped with it beautifully. But the ability to pass the ball and pick different options on most trips helped UMass. The inside game was effective, the kick out, the dribbling to gaps.
Well, I think as Jones launches a 3, Ivy there for the offensive rebound, looks to kick it out for 3. McKee, rebounded by Rowe. They reach in on him. If it's on Ivy, he's fouled out. I think what we've seen is, you mentioned the very first possession of the game, Temple is, without question, a 3-man offensive team. McKee, Jones, and Brunson, and that's it. Tonight, they were a 2-man offensive team, and if you don't play your trademark great defense, as Temple usually does but did not tonight, you're in big trouble trying to play that way.
However, in the NCAA, Temple will be awfully hard for one reason. Clubs aren't used to this zone. Massachusetts spends the whole year breaking down tapes of their games, isolating instances, matchups, learning how to deploy. You don't have time in an NCAA tournament to do those things. It's frustrating to come down and see a club take you out of what you want to do and then take a half hour to shoot it at the other end and then knock down one of those threes late. And they will be difficult to handle. Michigan last year, right?
Well, Temple's been to 3 regional finals in the NCAA tournament in the last 6 years. Only Duke has been to more regional finals over that span. They've been to 5.
How about the stroke by Lou? 7 in a row?
Yes, he's 7 for 7 from the line tonight. Ordinarily a 65% free throw shooter. UMass, it's on its way to victory. Brunson continues a miserable shooting night. Jones with Rowe right on him. Brunson watches Kellogg fly by. And foul call. Brunson went up in the air, and Kellogg called for his first foul.
And that was on the pass, so it'll be a non-shooting. Down to 5, reminiscent of the earlier game when Temple late in the game had fouls to give and did not. And it hurt John Chaney and their cause. They did not see the pass at the end of that.
Brunson got it in. 20 seconds left. Dingle.
A push.
Was fouled as he caught the air ball from Brunson. Brunson is 1 for 12 from the floor tonight.
And Dante Bright is not protecting the thumb with those 3 fingers up.
Well, what kind of a seed do you think for Massachusetts in the NCAA? I'd say with this, they've got to be a 2 seed.
So I would agree with you. Temple dropped to maybe 3. They'll be back. The man can coach, and they generally respond. This is just an incredible atmosphere for a college basketball game. Tough to come in and have a start like the Owls did, and Michael Williams, some of those threes. We used to say onions in the neighborhood. He showed them.
You know, it's frightening for the rest of the Atlantic 10 in college basketball. There's not a single senior on scholarship on this Massachusetts team. 16 seconds left. Massachusetts has never trailed in the game. Their lead is 12 at 68-56. Dana Dingle at the line gets the bounce in the first one. And a great scene on the Temple bench as Chaney has his 3 stalwarts. Jones, Brunson, and McKee arm in arm. And they'll look ahead to the NCAA tournament. You can see them in the background. Osmond knocks in a 3.
That's what I remember about his ability.
Craig Berry, a walk-on and the crowd favorite. Padilla. And that's it. Mass hysteria here in Amherst as the Minutemen win their 3rd straight Atlantic 10 Conference Tournament title. John Calipari has taken the mic. There will be an award ceremony here, so he wants to squelch the celebrating.
Hey, everybody off the floor. Let's go. Show some class, guys. Someone's going to get hurt.
And as you can tell, folks, when this man speaks in Western Massachusetts, everybody listens.
That's what I needed in my house, a microphone. Those kids would have moved. Both of us could have emptied this arena
Off the floor
by walking in.
You guys have been a
27th win of the year for the Minutemen. That's the most in college basketball this season. Connecticut has 26. And Temple will head to the NCAA tournament with a record of 22-7. The final score, Massachusetts 70, Temple 59. Congratulations to the Minutemen. For Bill Raftery, Sean McDonough saying so long from Amherst. Stay tuned for Sports Center.
ESPN's Championship Week is brought to you by Dollar Rent-A-Car. Right on the airport, right on the money. And by the new Dodge, a proud sponsor of the 1994 U.S. Olympic team. And by State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.